I don't really have an intro for this, so let's just jump into it. Oh, Meshuggah. I can glaze this band for days. This band is super consistent and are kings at their craft. They aren't like any other band and deserve all the praise that they get. They brought down the house during the live show I went to. So let's not waste any time and just jump straight into their catalog. Contradictions Collapse. It's their debut album and a weird one at that. Like, I was so confused listening to this for the first time. Like, I thought I was listening to Meshuggah, not Matilda. But in all seriousness, for this being their debut album, I think it's pretty good. Nice thrashy style, can't really complain about it. And I might as well include their other album, None, as a bonus. It's alright, nice and short, clocking in around 30 minutes. Destroy, Erase, Improve. And immediately we're kicking off with a banger. Future Breed Machine is one of their best songs, and the rest of the album keeps up with its momentum and does not fall off. It's very impressive that they were able to make such a great album at only their sophomore release, Chaos Sphere. And we are just gonna keep this hype train going, and just like the name of the album, it's very chaotic, but in a good way. It has non-stop headbangers and is easily their best album out of this thrash era. After this album, they would switch their sound with a more groovy style with their next release, Nothing. They were on such a good streak, and do you know what they do? They changed their sound and released an album that blew people's minds away. Stanga, Rational Gaze, Straws Pulled at Random, Spasm. This album is just perfect and is easily one of their best albums. I really can't wait to see which album they release next. Oh. Yeah, let's just get this over with. I thought this album was fucking trash, I'm sorry. I get they wanted to experiment a little with this release with a more progressive-like album, but I thought it was poorly executed, with long drawn-out riffs and segments that just feel like filler to pad out the runtime. It's definitely one of my least favorites from this otherwise flawless band. Obscene. Oh, we're so back. This album is fucking nut-worthy. Combustion, Electric Red, Bleed. These three opening tracks alone put this album into the god tier, but this album keeps popping up bangers and makes this release ascended. It's also the only album I own on vinyl from the band. God praise this album, Colossus. We go from one god level album to another. I Am Colossus, Marrow, Swarm, De-Emerge. In this era of the band, they were just incapable of not cooking. Me and the boys rocket to this album. The Violent Sleep of Reason. Oh hell yeah, we keep rolling out Peak. Clockwork, Born in Dissonance, the title track. This album is fucking perfection, especially that transition between Stifled and Nostrum. Those two songs transition into each other beautifully, and this album is just amazing. Immutable. I don't love this album as much as the past three releases, but this is still a damn good album, with Broken Cog, The Abysmal Eye, God He Sees in Mirrors, and Kaleidoscope being the highlight tracks. Alright, in conclusion, Meshuggah are easily in my top 5 bands of all time. I wouldn't say they're the first band to listen to if you're barely getting into metal, but if you're already familiar with the genre and want to get into more aggressive stuff, then they are easily a high recommendation for me. And if I were to try to rank their albums from worst to best, I would go Catch 33, Contradiction Collapse, and None in the same rank, Destroy, Erase, Improve, Chaos Sphere, Immutable, Nothing, The Violent Sleep of Reason, Colossus, and Obscene. Next band I'll be doing a video on is Opeth. This video is going to take a while to come out, not only because they have a really big catalog, but also I want to change how I approach these bands from now on. Usually what I would do is finish an artist's full discography, then start working on the video, but what I want to do now is finish one album, then immediately record, and then move on to the next album. I thought it would be better this way, so that way I would have a much more fresh take on the album I would be talking about. It's going to be a longer process, but at least I'll have much more to talk about if I go with this approach. Anyways, I know you're sick of me yapping and just want to close the video already, so on that note, adios.